Hello, I'm Ragnarok, and welcome to the Reckoning. So welcome back, everybody, to episode 8 of our solo survival Let's Play. So in the last episode, we built the amazing over there storage room, vault, whatever you want to call it. So I'm really liking it. I'm loving it. Going in and out of it's pretty cool. So we need to add a little bit more to this area. Now, I haven't really done any redstone yet, other than maybe like a quick redstone plate for the house, and then obviously the 3x3 piston door. We did that, but we didn't really show it in the video. We just gave a link for that. But what I want to do in this video is I want to actually do my first redstone farm. So we are missing a crop. We have our farm right over here. We have our carrots, we have potatoes, we have wheat, we have sugarcane and bamboo. What are we missing? Well, we are missing pumpkins and melons. Yep. So one of the easiest ways to get the pumpkins and melons is to do a farm for it. So that's what we're going to build. We're going to do a little bit of a time lapse for that. Then I'll also probably do a time lapse for the structure that we'll build around it. And then we will get into more stuff for this episode. Let's do it. Okay, so here we are at the end of the build. So hopefully you enjoyed the time lapse. I try not to show everything in time lapse because once you get the gist of the structure, it's just a bunch of roofing. I tried to show the making of the machine as much as possible. The actual pumpkin and melon farm itself is actually the design I used is one for the YouTuber Silent Whisperer. I'll put a link for that video in the description below. I mean, obviously, a pumpkin and melon farm, it's pretty straightforward as far as the collection system, the way it works. So I mean, I didn't really need a video for that. I understood enough of how the functionality is. But what I did like about that video, and the reason I used Silent Whisperer's design, is because this farm actually has an on-off. So I am gonna try to. A lot of the farms I have planned, I actually know how to do it. I know enough of it myself, where I'm actually gonna put an on-off for it, and we'll try to figure that out on our own. However, this on-off, I really like the way it was just very clean, very straightforward, and it fit with inside the build I wanted to do. So I used his, and the cool thing is, so it has a lever. So if I don't actually want this farm to actual function, I want it to stop, and when that minecart comes back, it should stop and not move. There you go. This will help make the area quiet. It will help, prevent lag if I actually don't need any more pumpkins and melons and stuff like that. So I actually really like the design, and that's why I used the design of another person. I didn't want to go too in depth into how this functions, obviously, because it's his video, but typical pumpkin and melon farm, you put observers over the crop, you put pistons right next to them, and put a redstone on top of the observer, and all that will do is when this grows, that will pop down, and then you obviously just have your hopper minecart underneath, collecting all the stuff. So everything additional, all this stuff right here, and that extra layer up here, I'll go up real quick. This is also the on-off works, so it actually will turn on and off the pistons with the lever. So that's extra stuff not required. So the build itself right now, I'm going to have to do a little bit terraforming. I'll have to put some grass in here and path blocks and stuff like that. But we'll just go around it. I use the green glass. I'm really enjoying using all these different glasses for different builds and stuff like that. I actually kind of like the idea of using green glass for anything that's like a farm. And then maybe like, the blue glass for Mystic. The purple glass for other stuff. I don't know. Maybe we'll have a theme. Either way, you can see into the farm. You can't see down into the guts unless you come really close up to it. You're not distracted by all the redstone and blocks up top. So, nice little building. Nothing too crazy. It will look a lot better once we add some plants and some grass and stuff around it. But for now, I like the builds. Use the little campfires up here just to do a nice little awning. Okay, so here's the rest of the build. With the actual ground terraformed into grass, and I put some bushes around. We'll take a quick look. We won't go all the way around it because I haven't finished, but as you can see, I think it makes the area a little cool. Go over this path, see what it looks like from the side. It helps blend it in a little bit more. Because it's in the desert area, I actually that's one of the reasons I kind of put it. You can see where the desert border is right there, where the grass gets kind of like more yellowish than the green. I actually kind of like it because it fits that building a little bit more, and what that building is, the pumpkin and melon farm. So I actually kind of like that the oak leaves are actually a little bit more like dark greenish or whatever. And I think it fits really well. So what I want to do next is I'm getting tired of these torches. I'm getting tired of looking at this wall like this. I'm just getting tired of everything. I'm getting tired of farming resources at night and getting blown up by creepers. It's happened a couple times. Granted, I haven't been killed that way, but it keeps ruining my crops. So what we're going to do next is we're going to go through, and I think we're going to beautify this area a little bit. We're going to add this path here. We actually finally are going to do some of this body of water. I'm tired of looking at it. And I want to add some more lights to this area. I want to light up the farm. I want to light up these paths with something more than just torches sticking everywhere looking ugly. It's not going to be a complete solution, but, let's get a little bit into it. So let's try that real quick. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I want to create the pathway, and I want to do some of this body of water right here. So the first thing we're going to do is, should we do the pathway, the water, pathway, water, pathway, water? Let's do the pathway, I guess. So these pathways they're 3 wide because most of our structures are based on odd numbers. So it's either a door in the center of an odd number piece, or like here, it's a 3x3, again, odd numbers there. However, this one is an even number build just because of the type of size it was. So I think we're going to have to do a 4 wide here. So let's just do it. And if you haven't seen actually how I've done these paths and you're kind of curious, I mean, they're not crazy. I'm sure this is very basic when it comes to paths, but just in case you want to see it, basically what I do is I just kind of do the little pathway blocks first. Let's see, we're going to do 4 wide, right? So And I kind of just do things like this. There you go. And I kind of just do that. And then what I do is I look to see where the path, what's on the path, and I go, oh, you know what? That's a little much. I go, you know what? We need a little brown here, a little brown there. Of course, I keep doing 2 when I only want to do 1. Let's do 1 in the center there, and we'll do 1 more. Oh, that should be good. So we'll put some coarse dirt in here, here, and here. And I just basically freestyle it, basically. And again. And we'll put some cobble. And I basically just look to see where it needs. Ooh, that's too deep for some reason. And I'm thinking maybe right here. There you go. And this would be gravel. And there you go. And that's basically our pathway. We'll adjust it as it goes. Let's sleep real quick. Okay, so now that we have the path, and usually what I do is as I play the game, same with these paths, as I play more and I walk over it, I go, you know what, it's missing something, like it needs something more, like maybe like right here, we need 1 more path block right there or something, and we'll adjust it as we go. But next thing I want to do is I want to work on this little pond. So what I think we're going to do is we're going to make this a little bigger. Let's see, how do we want to do this? We'll do something like this. Again, with the sand 2 down. And let's see. Okay. So I think that could be a good size. Let's get some buckets. And basically what I want to do is I want to just have a little pond right here, right? And yep, all water source blocks. I think that's a decent size. Ooh, I like that. All right. So I think we got the little path done. We have a little pond done. We'll add some plants in a little bit. Let us go to our next thing we're going to do. Okay, so what I did is I just dug out the surrounding border on the entire farm. I stopped down there just because I'm not going to probably go that far because I'm not sure if I'm really going to like the look. I did originally have acacia wood in my inventory. I laid down a couple of them, and I just didn't like the orange. I think it was just too much. It just mixed too much in with the farm. So I think I'm going to go with spruce instead, which, yeah, that's already looking way better. So what we're going to do is we are just going to lay the spruce down. Make a little border. Okay. Connect, please. There we go. I'll just go a couple that way just to get the gist of it done. And then we'll go this way. There we go. Just enough. Yeah, that's definitely looking a lot better. I probably should have showed the orange, but I literally played down a couple pieces and I was like, nope. Okay, so now the spruce is all in. I definitely like it better. It was just too much orange. I didn't mind it, but it was just too much. Plus, I want to actually do the next piece in acacia, and I think I needed some kind of contrast. So the spruce is actually really good. I like it. We did little stair pieces right here, and then we have the top slabs. Now, I know I could have went with bottom slabs, but then the water still would have been showing, which might have been cool, but I want to actually light this area up also. So what we're going to do is, let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're just going to do a very simple lighting system. And I think that's what we're going to do. I'm feeling that's pretty good. I can go under it. No issues. I'm wondering if I should make it one more higher. And the goal is basically, I just want something to repeat and to illuminate. And then when we get back here, when we get back there, we'll put a row there and we'll have another row over there. So I'll be right back, and we're just going to do this a couple more times. Okay, so here we go. So I'm actually liking what it looks like. I like the contrast. Like I said, got some spruce there, some acacia there, and some lamps. I mean, this is probably overkill. Obviously, for farms, nothing can spawn on that and stuff like that. But you know, the pathways. I wanted something where the plants wouldn't fall in the water, I wouldn't fall in the water and stuff like that. And it just looks good. So again, maybe a little bit more for my own likes than practicality, but it will light up the area pretty good, and we'll be able to see this farm even at nighttime. And with shaders, this will look really good, I'm sure. But I like the little dip right here with the staircase going around, and I still have to finish it off. I didn't go all the way that way, so I'll work on that a little bit, maybe between episodes. But I'm liking the look so far. So what I want to work on next is I want to work on the map wall. I already pulled off the map. I moved the chest there too. But what we're gonna do is we are going to do a little bit similar to what we just did. And I do want to make this a little wider, I think. I think what we're going to do is we're going to place that there. Or maybe not wider, but maybe a little wider. That there. Yeah. Get rid of this. So this wall I'm gonna make a kind of dual purpose. I want it to be our map wall. I am gonna make it, like I said, a little bigger, but I also want 2, 3, 4, and then I guess do I want to make it 5? Make it one higher. We'll make it one higher. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I want to make this more realistic. So I know a lot of times people put the bottom logs upright and then they have these kind of sandwiched in between. But I want this more like these logs are resting. Like you would see more natural, or not natural, but so usually what happens is you see people put the poles up there and then they just have this top one run from here to here, but it would stop here almost like it's nailed in. But I mean, typically, usually, like even in building, you're going to have your main header resting on top of the support beams for more support. So I figured I'll do that. So I want this to be dual purpose. I want this to be on this side of map wall, but on this side, I want to actually have cocoa beans. So it's kind of going to be a dual purpose wall. Now, what we're going to do is now I don't like this texture, so we're not going to actually keep it in the center. What we're going to do is we're actually going to leave the jungle wood look on the border, but then we'll have the strip jungle wood in the center where the map's going to go right there. And then on the back side, we're going to have our cocoa beans just so we can start producing some brown dye. And I think I like that. It is kind of big, though, coming out of here. Yeah, well, I kind of like it. We do need to change it up a little bit, though. So what we're going to do... I think we're going to give it a nice little border like this.
Yeah, there we go. Oops.
I think I like it. I think I like it. And we're going to need to light this up, right? So what we need to do on this one is we'll come out 1 and down 1 maybe. We'll do the same here. And then in the center, although I just made it an even, so there is no center now. So now the question is, do I extend it 1 more? Okay. So there we go. I'm not sure if that's what we're going to stick with, but I think that's what we're going to go with for now. We're not going to need these lights. This definitely illuminates enough. We'll have to see it when we put the map wall back up there. And on the back side, we're going to need the same type of lights. So let me repeat that and I'll be right back. Okay, so it looks like we got our map on there. So we have some room to explore, expand up there because there's a bunch of land up there. A little bit more on this side. This is probably mostly water. I know from here, I know I saw some a little island there, but we're probably not going to explore more of that area. We may want to go out here just to find certain biomes. And then I know there was that really cool mountain I saw probably, I think, like right here when I was getting the ice in this area and I was exploring this part of the map. So we might want to just explore that side. So I left a little room to grow. So that'd be pretty cool in maybe a future episode and stuff like that. But what we need to do on the back side is we need to put our cocoa beans down. So we have these handful from when we went to the jungle. And it looks like we have almost enough to fill the wall. So there we go. We have a nice little cocoa farm, which will fit in with our rest of our farms right here. Not quite sure how I like the structure yet. We may change it up, but for now, looks pretty good. I do like it. Okay, so next thing is we need to get rid of these torches. So we need to illuminate a little bit more of this land. So what we're going to do is pick that up. And let's say right there. We're just going to do a mossy cobblestone wall and a lantern on top of it. So we'll go right here, for example. And maybe like right there. And then again, let's do something like right there. That should let us get rid of this and this. We'll leave that there. Probably be able to get rid of this one too, to be honest. And we're just going to we're not going to keep it any pattern. We're just going to kind of go down a little bit and be like, you know what? This is far enough. Let's put one there. Let's put one there. And then we'll put one more here, even though this is pretty close to the other one. And we're just going to keep doing that randomly to all our little pathways. And then we'll go back around and pick up all the torches. Okay, so we have our map wall. We have our cocoa beans. We have our little lights on our paths now. I removed a bunch of the torches and put these lights here. They might be a little close together. I'm not sure. I might spread them out. Again, these are little adjustments we'll make over time. I'll probably need to bone meal this little area right here. It's looking a little barren. But again, we spread more of the dirt going this way just so we had some more stuff back here. We got some bushes back here going. Still need to work on that a little bit. But good illumination. It fits in again. Yeah, I need to bone meal this too, I think. Or maybe we'll bring the path right up to that. But again, I think it fits a little bit more. We'll go over here and check out. And I rounded this, as you can see, so it fits in here a little bit more. I texturized the little pond here, and I put some of these larger growing like grass. They look more like reeds to me or whatever. So just because, you know, you probably see something like that around closer to a little pond or whatever. So, and we put a little bit in there, just some dirt, some gravel, and then some sand just to mix it up a little bit so it just wasn't plain. It had a little bit more texture to it. But I think it's pretty good. We got a lot of lights there. It goes all the way back. We'll go... And again, overkill, but I think it looks really, really good. At nighttime, this place illuminates really well. I did do some slabs back here on the last row because the middle row, I thought it was just too close. It looked a little weird. So what we'll probably do is I'll probably add some land, or what I'll do is maybe when these stairs come here, I'll wrap it around so they go there and it's a nice little border. And then maybe I'll put like one more piece of land with a fence or something just to stop you from going into the water. Or maybe, who knows? Maybe we'll make a dock here in the future. We'll see. We'll do something with this. But either way, like I said, a little bit more work to do here. But I think it's looking pretty good. It's looking a lot better than torches scattered. And it fits more in. It's looking more like a city or a little town or whatever you want to call it. I'd probably say a little town right now. It's still too small to be a city, right? But it's coming along good. Okay, so I think that's all we have for today. I'm actually really, really liking this. I turned the shaders on just so at the end of the episode we can take a look at what this place looks like with shaders, and I think it looks really good. I'm actually liking what it looks like with them off, but again, shaders just add that extra light. I really got to do some of that mine shaft. Maybe next episode. We'll see. It'll be soon if we don't. But either way, I'm really liking it. At the beginning of the episode, I was like, I can't take this anymore. These torches, this place looks too much like a starter home. It just didn't look like a town, like something that's progressing into something more than just a starter base. I think this is actually what it really, really needed. It's starting to feel more like a home. It's starting to feel like the start of our kingdom. So I really, yeah, I'm happy. Also, this pond right behind looks awesome. I think in the next episode, maybe we need to get some fish, or in a future episode, whatever. But we need to get some fish. We got to put in that pond. Otherwise, I'm really, really happy. Hey, if you enjoyed the episode, give it a thumbs up. If you want to get notified as soon as the next episodes drop, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Join our Discord. We have an amazing Discord. I'd love to see you over there. I'd love to talk to you. We have a great community over there from our other YouTube channel. And I would love to have more of the Minecraft community join us over there. So definitely hop in, come join us, come talk, share your comments, your questions, your stories. Otherwise, post them in the comment section below. I look forward to seeing you all in the next one. And as always, fear the reckoning.